Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing great today. Let me ask you a quick question before we begin. Have you ever felt confused about when to use need to and when to use have to? Many English learners think these two expressions mean exactly the same thing. But are they really identical? The answer is not completely. They are similar, but there are important differences in meaning, tone, and usage. Today we are going to explore these two very common English expressions in a detailed and engaging way. By the end of this lecture, you will clearly understand how to use need to and have to in daily conversations, formal communication, spoken English, and writing. You will also learn the hidden difference between personal necessity and external obligation. We will discuss grammar rules, sentence structures, pronunciation tips, common mistakes, advanced usage, and real-life examples. This lecture is designed perfectly for English learners and is completely suitable for AI voiceover narration. So let us begin our journey into the world of need to and have to. First of all, let us understand the basic meaning of both expressions. Need to and have to are both used to talk about necessity. They tell us that something is important, required, or necessary. However, the source of that necessity is often different. When we use need to, the necessity usually comes from the speaker's own feeling, opinion, or internal understanding. It often sounds personal. When we use have to, the necessity usually comes from outside pressure, rules, laws, responsibilities, or situations beyond personal control. It sounds more external and stronger. Let us understand this difference carefully. Imagine a student saying, "I need to study tonight." This sentence suggests that the student personally feels studying is important. Now listen to this. "I have to study tonight." This sentence suggests there may be an exam tomorrow, homework from the teacher, or pressure from parents or school. The action is similar, but the reason behind the necessity changes. This is the heart of the difference between need to and have to. Now let us study need to in detail. Need to is used when something is necessary according to personal judgment or requirement. It often expresses personal motivation, personal understanding, or practical necessity. The basic structure is subject plus need to plus base verb. For example, I need to sleep. She needs to practice. They need to leave early. Notice that in the third person singular, we add s to need. He needs to work harder. Now let us discuss different situations where need to is commonly used. The first use is personal necessity. Example, I need to drink more water. This means the speaker personally feels it is important. Second use is advice to oneself. Example, I need to improve my English pronunciation. The speaker understands improvement is necessary. Third use is emotional or mental requirement. Example, she needs to relax. This is not necessarily a rule from outside. It is more personal or emotional. Fourth use is practical necessity. Example, we need to buy groceries. This is simply required for daily life. Fifth use is future planning. Example, I need to call him tomorrow. Now let us look at pronunciation. Native speakers often pronounce need to as needa. For example, I need to go may sound like I need to go. Quote, this connected speech is very common in spoken English. Now let us move toward 5 important examples of need to. Example 1. I need to finish this project before Friday. Here the speaker personally understands the importance of completing the project. Example 2. She needs to eat healthier food. This suggests personal health necessity. Example 3. We need to leave now if we want to catch the train. This is a practical necessity. Example 4. They need to practice every day to become better musicians. This expresses required improvement. Example 5. You need to believe in yourself. This sentence is emotional and motivational. Now let us discuss negative sentences with need to. To make negative sentences, we use do not need to, does not need to. Examples: I do not need to go today. She does not need to worry. The meaning here is very important. Do not need to means something is not necessary. For example, you do not need to bring food. This means bringing food is optional. Now let us study questions with need to. Examples: do you need to leave now? Does he need to call her? These questions ask whether something is necessary. Now let us move to have to. Have to expresses obligation, duty, rule, or strong necessity that usually comes from outside factors. The basic structure is subject plus have to plus base verb. Examples: I have to work tomorrow. She has to wear a uniform. Notice again that third person singular changes. He has to study. Now let us understand the main uses of have to. The first use is rules and laws. Example: you have to wear a seatbelt. This is a law or regulation. Second use is obligations. Example: I have to pay my bills. This is a responsibility. Third use is unavoidable situations. Example: we have to wait because the road is closed. The situation forces the action. Fourth use is workplace or school requirements. Example: students have to submit assignments on time. Fifth use is strong necessity from external pressure. Example: she has to wake up at 5 because of her job. Now let us discuss pronunciation. Native speakers often pronounce have to as have to. For example, I have to go sounds like I have to go. This pronunciation is extremely common in spoken English. Now let us look at 5 important examples of have to. Example 1. I have to attend the meeting tomorrow. This is likely a work requirement. Example 2. She has to wear glasses while driving. This may be a safety or legal requirement. Example 3. We have to follow the rules. The necessity comes from regulations. Example 4. They have to arrive before noon. This sounds like an obligation or instruction. Example 5. You have to show your ID at the entrance. This is an external requirement. Now let us discuss negative sentences with have to. To make negatives, we use do not have to, does not have to. Examples: I do not have to work today. She does not have to cook tonight. This is very important because do not have to means there is no obligation. It does not mean prohibition. For example, you do not have to come. This means coming is optional. Now compare this with you must not come. That means you are forbidden to come. This difference is extremely important in English. Now let us study questions with have to. Examples: do you have to leave now? Does she have to wear a uniform? These questions ask about obligation or necessity. Now let us compare need to and have to directly. Sentence 1. I need to exercise. This sounds personal. Sentence 2. I have to exercise. This may suggest doctor's advice or medical requirement. Another comparison: I need to save money. Personal decision: I have to save money. Financial pressure or responsibility. Another comparison: she needs to rest. Personal understanding: she has to rest. Doctor's orders are strong requirement. So remember this important principle. Need to often comes from inside. Have to often comes from outside. Now let us discuss emotional tone. Need to usually sounds softer and more personal. Have to usually sounds stronger and more forceful. For example, I need to talk to you. Sounds gentle and personal. I have to talk to you. Sounds serious and urgent. Tone matters greatly in English communication. Now let us study common mistakes learners make. Mistake 1. Using need to when obligation is stronger. Incorrect. You need to stop at a red light. Correct. You have to stop at a red light. Because traffic laws are external obligations. Mistake 2. Forgetting third person singular. Incorrect. She need to study. Correct. She needs to study. Mistake 3. Confusing. Do not need to, and must not. You do not need to go. Meaning optional. You must not go. Meaning forbidden. These are completely different meanings. Mistake 4. Using have to in situations that sound too strong. Example: I have to drink coffee every morning. This sounds almost forced. I need to drink coffee every morning. Sounds more natural if it is personal preference or habit. Now let us discuss advanced understanding. Sometimes, need to and have to can both work in the same sentence with very small difference. Example: I need to finish my work. I have to finish my work. Both are correct, but the first focuses on personal understanding. The second focuses on obligation. English speakers choose between them depending on emotional feeling and context. Now let us study conversational examples. Conversation 1. Albert: I need to improve my communication skills. Hazel: yes, especially if you want a promotion. Here the necessity comes from Albert's personal goal. Conversation 2. Albert: I have to wear a tie at work. Hazel: really? That sounds strict. The necessity comes from workplace rules. Conversation 3. Albert: do I need to bring anything? Hazel: no, you do not need to bring anything. This means it is optional. Conversation 4. Albert: do we have to attend the seminar? Hazel: yes, attendance is mandatory. This means it is required. Now let us discuss need to in motivational speaking. Speakers often use need to because it sounds encouraging instead of controlling. Examples: you need to trust yourself. You need to stay positive. You need to keep learning. These sentences inspire personal growth. Now let us discuss have to in authority situations. Teachers, bosses, police officers, and parents often use have to. Examples: you have to complete this form. You have to follow instructions. You have to be on time. These express authority and obligation. Now let us explore the grammar deeply. Present tense: I need to go. I have to go. Quote: past tense: I needed to go. I had to go. Notice that have to changes completely in past tense. Future tense: I will need to go. I will have to go. Question form: do you need to go? Do you have to go? Negative form: I do not need to go. I do not have to go. Now let us discuss the subtle difference in negatives. I do not need to study tonight. This means studying is unnecessary. I do not have to study tonight. This means there is no obligation. In many situations these meanings overlap. Now let us discuss stress and emphasis. If you strongly stress have, the sentence becomes more intense. I have to finish this. This shows strong pressure. If you stress need, it becomes emotional. I need to talk to you. This shows emotional importance. English pronunciation and stress can completely change emotional impact. Now let us study real-life situations. Situation 1. Health: I need to sleep earlier. Personal health decision: I have to take medicine daily. Doctor's instruction. Situation 2. School: I need to improve my grades. Personal goal: I have to submit homework tomorrow. School requirement: Situation 3. Office. I need to organize my schedule. Personal efficiency. I have to attend the company meeting. Job obligation. Situation 4. Family. I need to spend more time with my children. Personal emotional realization. I have to pick up my son from school. Responsibility. Situation 5. Travel. I need to pack my clothes. Personal preparation. I have to show my passport. Legal requirement. Now let us discuss cultural usage. Native English speakers use these expressions constantly in everyday speech. Understanding them correctly can make your English sound much more natural. For example, native speakers often avoid sounding too commanding. So instead of saying, "You have to relax," they may say, "You need to relax." This sounds softer and friendlier. Similarly, in professional environments, "You have to submit the report" sounds strict. "You need to submit the report" sounds more polite while still expressing necessity. Tone selection is very important in communication. Now let us discuss emotional psychology behind these phrases. Need to creates internal motivation. Have to creates external pressure. Many motivational coaches encourage people to replace "I have to" with "I need to" because it changes mindset. For example, "I have to exercise" feels like burden. "I need to exercise" feels like self-care. This tiny language change can influence emotions and thinking. Now let us study a deeper comparison. Sentence 1. I need to apologize. This means the speaker personally feels apology is morally important. Sentence 2. I have to apologize. This may mean someone forced the speaker to apologize. Again, personal feeling versus external pressure. Now let us discuss formal and informal usage. Both expressions are common in formal and informal English. Formal. Employees have to follow company policy. Informal. I need to grab some coffee. Formal. Students need to complete registration. Informal. I have to hurry. Both are extremely useful in all styles of communication. Now let us discuss listening comprehension. When native speakers talk fast, need to and have to often sound reduced. Need to becomes needa. Have to becomes have to. Examples. I need to call my mom. I have to leave now. Quote. Learners should train their ears to recognize these spoken forms. Now let us practice transformation exercises. Sentence. It is necessary for me to work harder. Natural English. I need to work harder. Sentence. It is required for employees to wear ID cards. Natural English. Employees have to wear ID cards. Sentence. It is important for her to sleep early. Natural English. She needs to sleep early. Sentence. It is mandatory for visitors to sign in. Natural English. Visitors have to sign in. Now let us discuss emotional intensity. Sometimes, need to sounds emotional. Example. I need to see you. This may express love, concern, or urgency. Have to sounds more practical. Example. I have to see you. This may sound serious or official. Choosing the right expression affects emotional connection. Now let us study common spoken phrases. I need to know. I need to think. I need to leave. I have to admit. I have to say. I have to ask. These are extremely common in daily English. Now let us discuss the phrase, have got to. Native speakers, especially in British English, often say, I have got to go. This has similar meaning to, I have to go. In spoken English it becomes, I've gotta go. This is very natural and conversational. Now let us compare all three. I need to go. Personal necessity. I have to go. External necessity. I've gotta go. Informal urgent necessity. Understanding these shades makes your English sound advanced. Now let us study practical speaking tips. Tip 1. Use Need to, when giving gentle advice. Example, you need to rest. Tip 2. Use, have to, when talking about rules. Example, you have to wear a helmet. Tip 3. Use correct pronunciation reductions in conversation. Need to, have to. Tip 4. Pay attention to emotional tone. Tip 5. Practice with real-life situations daily. Now let us move toward a longer practical dialogue. Albert, I need to become more confident in English. Hazel, that is a good goal. You need to practice speaking every day. Albert, I know, but I also have to work long hours. Hazel, that makes it difficult. Albert, yes, I have to wake up early for work, and after work I feel tired. Hazel, still, if you really want improvement, you need to stay consistent. Albert, you are right. I need to manage my time better. Hazel, and you do not have to study for 5 hours daily. Even 30 minutes can help. Albert, that sounds easier. Hazel, you just need to build the habit. This conversation demonstrates both personal necessity and external obligation naturally. Now let us discuss another important point. Sometimes, need to, can express urgency without authority. Example, we need to leave immediately. This sounds urgent but cooperative. Meanwhile, we have to leave immediately. Sounds stronger and more forced. Subtle differences like these are very important for fluent communication. Now let us study mini practice examples. Pause and repeat after each sentence. I need to improve. She needs to focus. We need to talk. They need to practice. Now with have to. I have to leave. She has to study. We have to hurry. They have to wait. Repeating aloud improves pronunciation and fluency. Now let us discuss professional English. Managers often prefer need to because it sounds more respectful. Instead of, you have to fix this today. Quote, they may say, you need to fix this today. This reduces harshness while still communicating importance. Polite communication is a major skill in English-speaking environments. Now let us explore psychological reactions. People often resist hearing, have to, because it sounds controlling. But, need to, sounds cooperative and thoughtful. Compare, you have to listen to me, versus, you need to listen carefully. The second sentence sounds less aggressive. Understanding this can improve relationships and communication skills. Now let us review the key differences clearly. Need to, usually personal, softer tone, internal motivation, advice or self-understanding, emotional or practical necessity. Have to, usually external, stronger tone, rules or obligations, authority or pressure, legal or official requirement. Both are essential in English and both are used every single day. Now let us move toward the conclusion. Today we explored the detailed difference between need to and have to. We learned that both expressions talk about necessity, but the source of necessity changes the meaning and tone. Need to usually expresses personal understanding, emotional necessity, or self-motivation. Have to usually expresses obligation, rules, duty, or external pressure. We studied grammar structures, positive forms, negative forms, question forms, pronunciation, conversational usage, emotional tone, cultural usage, spoken reductions, and practical examples. We also explored how these expressions appear in daily life, workplaces, schools, relationships, and motivational speech. The more you practice these expressions, the more natural your English will become. Try using them in your daily conversations. Create your own sentences. Listen carefully to native speakers. Practice pronunciation repeatedly. Most importantly, pay attention not only to grammar but also to emotional tone and context. English fluency is not just about knowing words. It is about understanding feelings, intentions, and communication style. Thank you so much for joining me in today's lecture. I hope this session helped you clearly understand the difference between need to and have to. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep improving your English every single day. See you in the next lecture with another exciting English topic. Until then, take care and stay motivated.